Very good morning, all medicos. We are having the honor to have Dr. Satya with us, rank 22 INICT 2021. So, beta, on the behalf of DAMS family, I congrats you for such an awesome achievement. Congrats,
Thank you
beta.
so much, sir. Thank you very much. And I would also
So,
like to thank the JAMS family profusely for being with me throughout my journey. Thank you very much.
thank you, beta. Thanks a lot. So, beta, 2 days back when you saw this rank of 22, how was your feeling at that moment when you saw this double two?
Uh, Sir, I was outside at that moment, so I didn't even know my roll number. So I phoned my parents and told them to check the result. And I made them check and recheck it because I was not able to believe it. It came as a total surprise for me. Yeah. But I was very happy with the outcome.
How many time you confirm this rank of 22? Yeah.
Quite a few times, sir. Quite a few times. I checked my admit card again. Yeah, quite a few times.
That's great, Vidya. And we again congrats you for such an awesome achievement. And we will be using
Thank
this
you.
platform to have a like. I want to discuss with you. Okay, what should be the strategy for all the foundation students, all the students who are preparing for that upcoming examination, whether it is NEET or INICT examination. As a foundation, like you are a Mumbai Foundation student, so you will be the best candidate. So first of all, let us start, beta. How was your journey? Like you joined us in the third year in the ENTPSM of health segment. So what the first year, like you have written all the notes and you attended face-to-face lecture. What was your experience in classroom learning?
Sir, I joined DAMS in third year, and the whole experience of 3 years with DAMS has been wonderful. Sir, initially in third year, I found it little tough to get used to sitting there, but once I was getting used to it, I found the classes very enjoyable. And the atmosphere was very motivating as you see so many students over there with you, and you know they all are in the same boat. They're all facing the same thing. And all the teachers, the teaching was excellent. They used to always cater to the why of everything. Like they would always let us know the reason behind anything. There was rote learning was not encouraged. So once we know the why behind anything, that becomes useful in attempting applied questions or clinical vignettes, which relies on understanding and not just rote learning. So the teaching which was imparted at DAMS was very useful to me for that. I found it extremely helpful.
That's great, Bida. So when you attended the lecture in the way you can say exhaustive lectures, those exhaustive lecture you came out of your comfort and you attended face-to-face sessions. So what I feel, Kay, what was the role of those efforts, those difficult, not so easy to sit for lengthy lectures, but how now you're getting rank 22. So what do you feel the effort done at that point of time was the game changer?
Yes, sir. These classes were definitely the game changer because they helped me build my concepts. And I, by myself, sitting with a book, would not have been able to get the same essence out of it as would have come with a teacher teaching everything so meticulously and touching upon every point. The teachers used to give us a finer understanding of everything, which is very essential for the new trend of the exams these days. A good understanding, a thorough understanding is very essential. And so
Very
this is
true.
how the classes helped me and they were the game changers.
So, but when you attended our face-to-face lecture in the third year, what was the role of conceptual learning? Like you were writing your own notes. So, if I say you were writing all the concepts in your self-written class notes, so what the importance of self-written class notes in the success journey?
Yes, self-written notes are very important. Like you cannot take anyone else's notes and make them your own and try to imbibe things from that. That will not happen. So you will understand whatever you have written. That is your understanding, and you imbibe certain things from the class. So your notes cannot be replaced by anything else. Sir, in my case, I had not made very perfect notes in the third and final year. But when I reached internship, because of the eMedicos app, we had the DAMS video library there where all the videos were available. So whatever things I had missed upon, whatever deficiencies were there in my notes, that I properly covered during the internship by watching those videos in the comfort of my house. So that was possible because of the eMedicos app. But otherwise, self-written notes are very important, and everyone has to should be doing it. So
That's great, Beta. So now, like you have written your class notes, and what you are saying very honestly, you are telling us, okay, you complete those notes in the internship, because somewhere when you are attending our TND or our all other sessions, you must felt, okay, yeah, I have to add few points.
Yes,
So can
I
you
felt
just
that.
share the strategy, okay, when you are writing the notes, what should be the strategy like? I mean, you should leave some space, or what you are doing when you are adding the points, you are adding on the top of the class notes, or you are making some different notebook class.
I had actually made a different book of the things I wrote in internship because
Okay.
my notes in third and final year I had not left space in between. I should have, because then everything would have been in a single book itself. So that's what I did in internship. I wrote the points I had missed or the topics I had missed in a separate book and looked at them later.
So at the last, you compile your self-written class notes of the third year, followed by some extra points
Yes,
which you have written in the inter.
wrote in the internship.
What I'm getting from your discussion, okay, like in the internship, when you were writing those extra points, those were the key words which you revise again, rather than
Yes,
revising on the all the lengthy notes. Yeah, what I am getting from your words.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So
And
can you
making thorough notes is very important because I felt the need to cover up the deficiencies in my internship. It's important to have perfect notes even before internship so that all the groundwork has already been done and internship is just about improvisation after that.
very true, very true, Veda. So now, can you tell me now on this platform, everybody is listening to you as you got rank 22. We are proud to share our Mumbai student getting rank 22 in INICT examination. So I will be asking you, okay, Beta, what was the strategy? How you concise exhaustive notes? What was the technique of concising the notes? Like in the last spell when you were revising in a very fast mode. So how it was possible?
So, sir, towards the end, I did not read all the notes. Like whenever I had read the notes in the past, like in my during my professional years or during the beginning of internship, I knew that these are the points I know, and I will always remember them. I'm not going to forget these points. So I used to not read those points towards the end. I had just highlighted my weak areas and the points which I tend to forget or something which I've not understood. I used to highlight them and I used to read them towards the end. I did not keep the I did not read the entire notes again towards the end. I read the highlighted portions, what I had decided for myself.
That's great, Veda. Okay, you just get the keywords from those class notes, then you revise again and again, and you highlight
Yes,
those points.
yes,
That's
yes, sir. Yes,
Veda, like you attended face-to-face lecture followed by last year 2020, which was a big stressful year for everyone. You attended
yes,
our all session on e-medicals. So now,
yes.
how you compare the face-to-face lectures with our live lectures, which was live interactive sessions on the e-medicals? Beta, how was your experience with the interactive session? Because it was the first time in the country anybody came with the
Yes.
concept of live lectures in the teaching our medical students. So what was your experience with those sessions?
So during the pandemic, e-medicos was truly a blessing. Like we all had the privilege of sitting in our home and listening to these wonderful lectures. And there were live doubt solving sessions going on simultaneously alongside the class. So it was a wonderful experience, sir. E-medicos solved all the problems in the pandemic, sir, literally.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. Thanks for the
Yes.
feedback. So, Beta Satya, I will be taking this opportunity. I am again sharing, okay, you got such an awesome rank of 22. We congrats you for such an achievement. And
Yes,
I
sir.
feel okay, you are the candidate who can guide all the juniors in Mumbai and rest part of the country, okay, how we should proceed. Like, let's start. I'm a first year student. I have just joined the medical college. So, what should be my approach? Like, being a rank 22, you are the best candidate to tell us.
Okay, so the basic sciences which we study in first and second year are very important because they make the foundation for all the major subjects in third and final year. So as you're reading the basic sciences, you should be knowing what is the clinical implication of any given thing. You should be knowing its clinical correlation. That is very important, and that will help you in the later years. And sir, this part of clinical correlation and all is taken care of very well by the DAMS faculty. They point out exactly how a certain point has relevance in clinical sciences, even though it's a basic science subject. And that is important in the current trend of examinations, sir. The clinical significance of things, even from first and second year subjects, sir.
So better like being rank 22, what you say, okay, how we should handle the final year subjects? Like I want to go in the three different segments. One is final year, one is your second year, one is your first year. How we should deal with the final year, like those students who are entering in the third year or final year now. So how those students should handle medicine, surgery, peds, gynae with the help of first year or second year subjects better? What is the role of first and second year subjects in the final year?
Yes, so physiology forms the foundation of medicine, and your anat has to be strong if your surgery is to be good. And by knowing the clinical correlation of those subjects, that will be possible, sir. And in third and final year, the DAMS notes were very helpful for the professional exams as well, sir. Because in third and final year, many a time we do not find the time, or we find it tough to read standard textbooks, even though it's expected of us. Whereas the DAMS teachers, they tend to highlight the most important points from those standard textbooks, and they're all there in our notes itself. So the DAMS notes were very useful for the professional exams as well, sir, when it was not possible to revise or read from textbooks entirely. So they were very useful.
That's great, Beta. Thanks for such a nice feedback you are sharing for all the faculties. But again, I'm highlighting this one. Many students they say, okay, if we are taking extra effort, if we are coming out of the comfort in the second year, third year, they give excuse. This is a nice excuse. I love the excuse of the student. Okay, it will affect the professional exam. So is it? I feel this preparation will be helping you out, or they will be affecting your prof.
So absolutely, they'll be helping only because whatever is taught in DAMS is what is expected of you in your prof exams as well. They're very helpful for the Vivas as well because the teachers they go into the depth of things. So you're even prepared for a Viva using the DAMS study package. It's very helpful for the professional exams.
That's great. And many students who are listening to you, they must be asking, and I'm asking the question on their behalf. The question of the interview: how many hours you studied in the last 2 to 3 years to get this rank of double two? How many hours? Because this is the only question. Many students say, yeah, you should tell us.
Sir, actually, there were no fixed hours I studied for every day. I used to just make sure that I'm studying for a certain amount every day. I just wanted to be consistent with my study. As such, I had put no timetable or anything. I used to just believe that I have to put in some effort every day, and this effort will eventually take me through. I believed in consistency. So I used to put in a few hours every day, but religiously every day. Yes.
That's true. But after learning all the concepts, and you are saying okay, you made your notes in the third year, final year, you revise them with the help of like you concise those points. What was the role of MCQs? Now, like I'm coming on the MCQ segment, you must have attempted all the GTs, SWT, your question bank DQB. So, what was the role of DQB, MCQs, and what should be the approach to the MCQs? Like the pattern is now changing from the one-liner to the clinical vignette. So, what was the role of these MCQs in your preparation?
Yeah. So the DQB, GT, and SWT, they're all very elaborate and they'll mostly be covering everything which is going to be coming in the exam in some form or the other. So while solving an MCQ, it's very important that you don't just see what is the answer or whether you got it right or no. You've also to see why the other three options were wrong. And you have to know the theory around that topic and in what other ways the examiner can ask the question. And sir, this can come by reading the elaborate solutions given at the end of every answer in DQB, GT, and SWT. And you can also get this understanding by listening to the videos put by the teacher at the end of the test and discussion. The teachers, they discuss every topic in toto and they give us the finer understanding of the topic, which at this level, we may find it a bit difficult to understand by ourselves. So it's very important to listen to the solution videos as well. Definitely. If the time permits, you should definitely be doing it, sir.
Thanks, Beta, for giving this type of advice to all the juniors. Okay, we should attempt MCQs, and the word you are using, I appreciate that word. Okay, we should dissect the other choices. Like option A is the right option. I should focus more on the B. See, if I want to get this rank of 2 to 22, I should focus more on the wrong options. Yes, very true. Very true.
Because at some other point that will come as a question.
The next year, those words will maybe the right answer. So we should dissect those options. So, but like we are giving ample source of MCQs and like a grand test one platform, then SWT, then is our class test. So, what was the order like? How you managed to do these MCQs? Like first you attempted SWT followed by grand test, or what was some different strategy for MCQs?
So first I attempted the DQB of each subject so that I have a basic idea about the subject before attempting a test. Then I used to attempt the class test and SWTs of that particular subject. And then finally I went on to attempting GTs as well. But I used to shy away from giving tests for quite some time. So actually the first test I gave was the first CBT of DAMS, which was held in August last year. Actually I should have been giving tests much before that itself, so I was the type who used to shy away from the exam, and that was not the right attitude. So I would advise everyone to start giving GTs right from the first month of their internship itself. It's okay if you have not completed the portion or if you don't know things, that's fine. But you should be giving a GT every month at least. You should start it right from the beginning.
From the first month of the internship, we should focus more on the
Yes,
GTs, and before that, we should take the help of DQB. What I'm getting from your words. That's
yes.
great. So after preparing like your class notes, then TND followed by your MCQs, GTs, SWT, you attended our AIMS COVID capsule. What was the role of AIMS? Like MCQs in your last INICT was very well. It was a cakewalk for you.
Yes, sir. The AIMS capsule had pretty much covered everything that is going to be asked. Like, there's no need for us to do any research more than that. What is given to us is more than enough. And there were COVID questions in the exam, which were very well dealt with in the AIMS capsule. So the AIMS capsule was very helpful for me in the last week of my preparation, sir. Very high
How
yielding.
many,
Yes.
how many MCQs on the COVID beta in the last INICT? Like we are going for the next NEET examination. So how many MCQs we should expect in the upcoming NEET?
Sir, three or four will surely be there, sir. Yes.
And all the three, four MCQs were from the COVID capsule. Every
Yes, pretty
MCQ
much.
were put.
Yeah.
So then in the last spell beta, you attended our DVT, the DVT. How was the experience of DVT in your preparation beta? What was the role of DVT?
So the experience was wonderful. Like it was so thoroughly covered everything over the span of 1 week, and the new concept of integration, I really loved it, sir. I found it very helpful for the exams because that is the new pattern of the exams currently, integration. So the DVT had dealt with everything in an integrated way, which up till that we as the student level were not maybe not able to understand, but the DVT solved all the problems of integration. It was a wonderful experience, sir. And I used the PDF of the DVT to read just the week before the INICT. The PDF was given in the integrated medicine review, so that is what I read 1 week prior to the exam. It was a very helpful resource, sir, and very high yielding. And there were
That's
so
great
many
beta.
direct things from the DVT.
You follow these things very religiously. Like you're saying, this is the best thing you have done in the last 1 week. You revise the PDF file of DVT.
Yes,
That's great. But about those 7 days of DVT, that was the first innovative concept by Dr. Sumer. For the first time, we came with this concept of integrated teaching, like we were
yes,
integrating the physio, anatomy, patho with medicine. How
yes,
it played, like from the one liner, we are going to the clinical vignette. So,
yes.
what you suggest, what you advise your juniors, ke, how we should proceed in an integrated way of learning? Like, what should the role of how we should proceed in integrated learning?
Yes. uh, by knowing the clinical correlation of everything. And DAMS is already moving and has already moved to the integrated fashion of learning. And this is definitely the way forward. So, like if you're a DAMS student, you have nothing to worry about because all the integration is very well taken care of by the entire DAMS team. So, yes,
Thanks for
that
this
will
word.
pretty much solve everything.
If you are a dam student, nothing to worry. The whole responsibilities of dams, you
Yes,
have to take that.
because everything is already integrated. Yes,
Integrated, you just follow religiously. Absolutely. Very true, very
yeah,
golden words. Thanks a lot, Beta. Dr. Satya,
thank you.
getting rank 22, and you are giving such an honest, grounded feedback. Everybody should follow. These words are the key point to get good rank in upcoming examination. Now, coming on the by that, you attended all the live sessions. Like we are the only platform for providing the live sessions on the eMADI course. Then we are giving the same in your DVL, DAMS Video Library.
Yes.
So, how it help you in your preparation?
That is very helpful because there were times when I missed the live version and I have been able to catch up only because of the DVL. So that's how I completed my notes, and that's how I've covered up topics I've missed, which were live. So the DVL was very useful.
Before your examination, beta, you appeared for CBT. What was your rank in CBT, beta? How was the experience of CBT?
Yeah. The CBT experience was very good. It very well simulated the real pattern of the exam. Like it had all types of questions in it, which was the pattern in the current INI-CT as well. So my rank in the latest CBT was 59, sir. And that gave me the confidence that I can get a decent rank in the actual exam as well. It built my confidence, sir.
That's very great, beta. Like you got rank 22 in the INI-CT examination. So I will be taking few words of yours. How the students who are preparing hard for the next INI-CT, the students who are targeting the Central Institute, what is your opinion how they should proceed? What should be the first line of batsman? Which subject should be given more preference? And what should be the strategy for the next INI-CT, beta?
Uh, yes, so you should be using resources like the DBT and the AIMS capsule. They're very high yield. Plus, previous year papers are very important. I had done previous 2 years AIMS papers. So many topics are repeated, not questions, but topics. And whatever topics have come in the previous paper, you should be reading thoroughly around that topic so that you can answer any question in and around it. So yes, so these three resources were the most high yield for us, for me. The previous papers, DBT and AIMS capsule, and all of which are provided in our e-medical subscription. So these were the most high yielding things for me.
Previous year papers, your DVT, and your AIMS
DBT and
COVID
AIMS capsule.
that's
Yes.
sufficient for the central institutes. That's great, beta.
Yes, sir.
In last
It finishes everything in a concise but very effective way. So, yes.
last 2 years, 2 to 3 years of your journey with DAMS family, beta, what was the role of all the DAMS faculties? Like when all we came to your Mumbai for the face-to-face session, what was the experience in the classroom? The role of motivation in your preparation and getting rank of 22.
Yes. The dance family has always been supporting us. Like whenever I used to feel low, I used to listen to motivational videos by the faculty, to Deepti ma'am's podcast, to Sumer sir and Deepti ma'am's motivational videos, and they used to instantly pep me up. They used to keep me upbeat, and so I used to not get bogged down by all the chaos that is around. So dance was very helpful in help for me to maintain my motivation throughout the journey. So they helped me believe that I can do it.
That's great. It means that in the last 2 to 3 years, you must have the low feeling somewhere your performance was not up to the mark or you were not satisfied with your
Yes,
performance.
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
very common with everyone. Every student should understand that yeah, this is but natural that you are having somewhere the hard time, and we should
Yes.
work more hard to just overcome that scenario. Yeah. So, beta,
Yes.
like now I am just taking this platform to motivate all these students who couldn't perform well, like in the last INICT, which was a atypical question paper. Like they couldn't perform well in the last INICT. Now they are going for the NEET examination. Any special message as a topper to those students?
Yes. So yes. So have faith in the source that you're using. Like stick to that source and do complete justice to that. So like whatever the dance faculty has provided is should be more than enough for any kind of exam. Everything is already integrated. Everything will be helping you in the new pattern of the exam, the clinical vignette style of questions. The DQP has so many clinical vignettes. All of those are going to be very handy for the NEET exam. So all you have to do is follow the faculty's advice and you will definitely reach there. And yes, in these 45 days, you should not be bothering that who will be studying more, who is going to get ahead. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to only bother about your journey, and you have to be focused on your journey and not bother about the outcome right now. Just enjoy the journey, and the outcome will surely come. The outcome will definitely follow after that.
That's golden words, but a very nicely you are explaining all the things from your preparation to the motivation to all the juniors. But last, any special message for your parents, for your family, for this success?
Yes, I would want to thank my parents from the bottom of my heart. Without them, this would have definitely not been possible. They've always stood with me through thick and thin. I would want to thank my friends for all their support. And I would also want to profusely thank the entire faculty of DAMS for making this possible, for showing me that yes, this is doable. So it wouldn't have been possible without you all, sir. I'm very grateful to you all.
Thank you, beta. Thanks for giving such an honest feedback, such an honest advice to all the juniors. We wish you very best of luck, and we are confident whatever branch you will be
Thank you.
joining, whatever institute you are joining, you will be again on the top. So in the upcoming years, beta. Thanks a lot. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.